just like with the last discussion about Trump getting shot at, and I really hate to hear this. Like, I don't like Trump at all. I despise Trump, but this is just not what we should be, man. This is. By the way, like, we'll get into some other discussions with this, but I don't care which side you're on. This just makes us look even worse.
Sure.
Our politics. Our politics are already they're already like a joke to the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is getting stupid now. A big birthday gift for me, because my birthday's next month. Mm-hmm. A big birthday gift for me is you came out to see the 1-year anniversary of me doing sit-down comedy at the Broadway Comedy Club. Going to be back in the Red Room September 27th. Oz will join me later as we just sit down and just lollygag with the audience. And then we're going to have all of you up for open mic. And that show, again, is going to be 9 p.m. at the Broadway Comedy Club. That's a Friday. Get your tickets now by going over to BroadwayComedyClub.com. So, somebody shot at Trump, missed, and somebody said, I'm going to get it right. Somebody came up and did a worse job. Not that I'm saying that somebody should have killed Trump. I'm not saying it at all, but somebody, they're talking about, damn, the last guy that did it, even though I don't like hearing about any kind of political assassinations. It's just not where politics should be here in America, anywhere, really.
Anywhere, yeah.
But some people said, damn, he must have been a shitty shot. He missed completely. Well, this other guy said, hey, wait, you ain't seen nothing yet. And guess what? Neither have I. Because he didn't get anywhere close to where Trump was, and for the better. No, but like I said, I don't want to see anybody die as much as I might disagree with them. But yes, it happened again. Trump was golfing. Somebody in the vicinity, they said they heard a shot, and they did find a suspect, they said, and there was a rifle that was found. This is from WPLG News, and they are giving the latest update on what happened with this incident.
JC Sinella, so we just wrapped up a press conference with Palm Beach County Sheriff, the FBI.
And when you think this is like a YouTube video before, if you didn't know any better,
yeah.
The way it starts
didn't
out.
have that at the crawl at the bottom. Yes, I would think that.
You would think that's an influencer.
Yeah,
with that one headphone.
Yeah.
A secret agent was a hole ahead of the former president and actually noticed a rifle, the barrel of a rifle sticking through the fence. The agent was about 500 yards, according.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's not funny, but it just sounds like a cartoon where you see a barrel sticking through a fence.
No one's laughing at this. We're laughing at how just terrible this guy is. He ain't got no stealth.
Yeah.
He had sticking through like a cartoon.
Yeah, how was he supposed to? And never mind.
It literally sounds like Roger Rabbit, though. Like the gun, peering at the frame.
Yeah.
So who they captured?
The Pink Panther.
Yeah. So who was trying to do this assassination attempt? Elmer Fudd? So whenever the dude walked, did you hear doom, 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 doom?
I mean, Elmer Fudd would at least get within range and look right at his target. This is okay.
Yeah, this dude. I tell you, man, just like with the last discussion about Trump getting shot at, and I really hate to hear this. Like, I don't like Trump at all. I despise Trump, but this is just not what we should be, man. This is. By the way, like, we'll get into some other discussions with this, but I don't care which side you're on. This just makes us look even worse.
Sure.
Our politics. Our politics are already they're already like a joke to the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is getting stupid now. And like I said, assassinations are not good when politics. Politics should never devolve into this, ever. But I will say this: there are some things that I am happy about. Not that I should be happy about anything with an assassination attempt, but I mean, listen, y'all know that if this had gone any other kind of way, this would have been fuel for Trump. It already is going to be.
Yeah, it's already going to be. Yeah.
It's already going to be. It's going to be like, I survived too.
Right, they don't want me up here. Yeah, I survived twice.
Mm. Yeah. It
was a close one.
The liberal Marxists, they want me dead. You see, it was a white guy that was doing that they caught, though. I heard. Is that true, y'all? Because like I said, man, after his whole thing, if y'all don't think Trump is racist at all, he tried to say a whole group of people of color, Haitians, spread a rumor that was not that had no basis at all that was eating. They were eating cats and dogs.
People's pets.
People's pets. They were going. I guarantee he was hinting that they were going into nice white neighborhoods. By the way, they would have seen these people walking around stealing dogs and cats. They wouldn't even gotten into the neighborhood. But they were trying to hint at. He was trying to hint at this. Every time you see something with him, every time he talks about immigrants, he puts up pictures. He don't put up pictures of anybody else but people of color. Now used to be brown people. Now it's black people. And so if this had been a person of color, a black person, something, he definitely they would have used that for some sort of politicizing. I guarantee you. The other thing, just one of the things I saw at the last assassination attempt on Trump that I saw here is that imagine that if this had been, because you already have. Imagine if this had been something on the other side. You already see it happening where people are just making up conspiracy theories, just making them up. Can we all just stop? Because with the last assassination attempt, there were some people who were saying this don't add up, but for the most part, people weren't really pushing it that hard, pulling these damn conspiracy theories out their ass. I mean, reaching deep. Until something funny comes up. Because listen, this don't all add up. I'll tell you right now.
it doesn't, especially since we just saw him last week, and there was not even a scab on his ear.
No, listen, there's some things that I say that ain't right there. This all don't add up. This is stinky. Yeah. but ain't nobody out there, getting ready to march, getting ready to tear up shit over conspiracy theory. That's what. But I tell you what, if it had been, let somebody try to shoot Kamala Harris, they'd be like, she set that shit all up.
Yeah, true.
They wouldn't let that go. They'd be talking all week. We'd be hearing about. I mean, damn, they did it with the debates,
right?
Where they talked about she got questions before the debate, and so therefore she cheated. People, these are questions that anybody could have guessed that they would ask. Yeah. Before the debates even started.
Acting like they weren't asking fucking obvious shit.
Yeah.
Like, can you believe they asked about abortion? Like, oh my God.
Yeah. And it wasn't a spelling bee. All right. Except for things that were obvious, like you said. Now that's funny. He put that damn tampon on his ear and wasn't no scab up there and nothing. Wasn't a drop of blood anywhere. But you can't blame nobody for questioning that, all right? And even then, people were just kind of like, that looks funny. That don't look right, but oh well. Back to life.
Yeah.
Boy, if somebody tried to assassinate Kamala Harris, that bitch, she set that shit up herself. You know that wasn't real. And y'all wouldn't let that shit go. Trump would be on the news.
Yep.
He would be sending out tweets.
Alex Jones' head would be spinning.
Yeah.
Definitely with the tweets.
Yeah. But that being said, I think this is a good time for all of us. If there's the way we split on politics, the way that everybody's at each other, sometimes you just have to take a stand on something. You can't help but be. We're at this point where people are like, well, why don't you look at both sides? Sometimes it ain't both sides. Sometimes it's just not a both sides on a certain subject. Sometimes politics just does. You know what? It's talking about both sides. That's just the bitch's way out. That's just a wimp's way out of really standing up for something. Well, everybody's corrupt. No, they're not.
I had someone tell me, I was like, dude, like all the stuff that Trump did with COVID that was so up, and I was like, he's a liar. And then someone said, they're both lying. It's like, okay, so like we're then. Well, like, what are you implying with that? Like, it's so dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a weak ass argument. Well, that means you just don't want to stand up for shit, or you don't want to really say what your opinion is. Sometimes you can help us stand up for something. However, no matter how much we're split, we should all, there's no excuse. No, we should not be divided on assassinations. Nobody should be, we should not be at the point where we wishing death on somebody. It's just, I'm sorry.
No one should be pro-assassination.
No, I just think this is the point where we're now we're having a bloodlust with people. It's just not good. I don't want to see us, we already get violent enough with our politics. We should not be stooping that low to where we approve of assassinations because, that's something we should never take a side on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, mine survived, yours didn't. So, you know, it's just ugly. And I just think about, I don't care how much people don't like somebody. If this man dropped dead today of natural causes, I would be like, yeah, we dodged a bullet. Nobody killed him though. He just died. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'd be relieved. I'd be like, yeah, you know, this man tries to destroy democracy. He died on his own though. I don't want to see him killed. You know, I just think about how the world looks at us. And we just look, you know, we're like a bunch of clowns to the rest of the world, man. Now, you know, we start doing this shit, we might as well be the goddamn Hunger Games or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that you expect from, you know, third world countries. Not even third world, South America. You got shit like this going on all the time. But yeah, welcome, America. Welcome to the rest of the world. It turns out we're not as special as we think we are.
No, we're not. Oh shit, we might as well be goddamn Deadpool and Wolverine to the rest of the world. It's just stupid. It is very stupid, y'all. It's no one should be looking at this and being like, yeah, when they gonna get Kamala? You know,
Yeah.
or nobody should be looking. I know some people who are doing this. I'm not, man. Shit, third time's a charm. You know, they're gonna get it next time. No.
Now they need to stop with this.
I really hate that, y'all. I hate that we're split like we are. Hey everyone, here I go again. I know I'm interrupting the video, I'm interrupting the conversation, but we do have to give a word out to our sponsor right now, which is BetterHelp. And BetterHelp is all about therapy. And let's talk about that for a moment. You know, when people think about therapy, they think about serious issues such as mental illness or thoughts of harming themselves. And yes, if you're thinking about that, then by all means, please talk to somebody. But also, therapy is just about taking care of your mind like you would your body. You go to the gym to take care of your body, exercise. Therapy, consider that the same way for your mind, your mental health, your brain. And you know something? Therapy can help you with such things as just rediscovering that sense of wonder in your life where you want to learn a new language, you want to learn how to do things such as maybe simply play chess and beat your friend at that. And a great place to start with therapy is online therapy, and a great place to start with online therapy is BetterHelp. Why? Because BetterHelp, well, as I said, it's entirely online, which means that it's convenient, it's flexible, and it is suited to your schedule and your style. You know, if you want to talk to somebody face to face, perfect. Do a video call. If you don't, that's okay. Do a phone call. And it's easy to get started. All you do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist of your choice. And if that therapist isn't working out, no problem. Switch that therapist at any time for no additional charge, no questions asked. And here is something that's really gonna put your mind at ease. Oh, you know what I got for you. That discount. That's right. You type in betterhelp.com/doubletoasted. You'll get 10% off your first month. Let me spell that out for you. betterhelp.com/DOUBLETOASTED. You type that in, you'll get 10% off your first month. I want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this portion of the show, this segment of the video. And I want to give a big, huge thanks to all the people out there who put my mind at ease, our loyal supporters. And now back to the video. Here's another thing about this dude, man. How you expect somebody to be rational and run the country when they're throwing temper tantrums about a debate? You know, because this man he's out there talking about, I want to shut down ABC.
Uh-huh.
I really won the debate. You know, there should be an investigation.
An investigation,
You know, that's his tactic, to always call some kind of conspiracy or there's something going on behind the scenes whenever he doesn't get his way. How you expect somebody to run the country and talk to other leaders in the world when he cries when he doesn't get his way? We talking about how old is he? 7, 8 years old?
Yeah.
Too goddamn old.
Too
as you
goddamn
like to
old.
say.
Yeah, too goddamn old to be doing that. How you expect somebody to oh, that's right. And like a teenager, sit out there on his phone talking about, I hate Taylor Swift.
I know. In all caps.
All caps. Like you not even a teenage boy, like you a teenage girl. I hate Taylor Swift, that bitch. You hear what she said?
It's like some shit I would tweet at a Limp Bizkit concert.
It's stumped. But take this damn phone away from this child. Like, people, do you hear this? This man is running for president and sitting up here tweeting about a pop star, talking about, I hate that bitch. God,
So what?
Because she
Oh, I know why.
because she said, I'm not voting for you. This the people y'all think we play. Because some people are like, really? Yeah.
Well, his whole tactic is if I tweet this out, my followers will join in, and then she'll suffer record sales.
And that ain't happening.
That ain't happening. She's
Look
already a
at this.
billionaire.
Donald Trump says, I hate Taylor Swift. All caps. I hate Taylor Swift. Now, he even says it like a little boy. I hate Taylor Swift. This is stupid. How do you expect a man to run the country when he's sitting up there talking about I hate a pop star? Like he a teeny bopper himself. But you're right. I know, yeah, that's right. He's always trying to steer things his way.
Yeah. Because the first thing, when his first statement after she did her thing was to say, like, well, I think she's going to suffer for saying that against me. And say, she's going to suffer in the marketplace. But it's like, all right, I guess it's not happening fast enough. I better tweet something else.
So let me tweet the most childish thing I can find.
But I mean, all you gotta do is look, like him saying, okay, they cheated on the debate, but I won, but I'm never doing another one. And like, if you won, why are you scared to do another one?
This person I really like a lot, so I don't want to say this. They're a big supporter of us, and they're a good friend of mine. I was just trying to get through to them. I know I couldn't, but they were like, well, I'm voting for Trump for one reason. Because when Trump was in office, my rent was lower.
Nah.
Now that we got Biden, my rent went up. Groceries are higher. I was like, that has nothing to do with any president at all. Well, when you were president, you take the responsibility. That's how I was like, it's deeper than that. It's much deeper than that.
And if you really look, it's a lot of the tariffs that Trump put on Chinese goods that raise prices on things.
It's tariffs. You don't want to hear this. Climate change has caused prices to go up.
COVID did a big number.
COVID and climate change made shipping a lot more expensive for certain groceries. It's not about. Oh, am I even?
Oh, damn it!
It's dumb.
You know what? I think you get it. Right, I would me talking to this dog would be just as good. You would understand, wouldn't you?
Stop.
And usually when I'm talking to these people, they look just like this.
I like that she put up her paw like, stop, I don't want to play this game.
Well, probably because you were tickling their neck while you're talking to
them. I don't know, y'all. I know y'all don't like us talk politics, but it's that, believe it or not, this is because don't even come up with this bullshit. We talk about all kind of things. We can talk about music. We can talk about TV shows. We can talk about comedians. I mean, we can talk about things that happen in the news, current events. And everybody be like, man, I love when those guys talk about that stuff. But once you start talking about politics, stick to movies. Stick to what you know. No, you just don't like what we have to say. But I'm sorry, politics, when it gets to this point, it is a part of pop culture.
I hate Corey Coleman.
Oh, you got to put your hips into it. I hate Corey Coleman. But when you start, it becomes pop culture when you start tweeting pop stars.
Yeah.
When you start talking about Taylor Swift, politics becomes pop culture, all right? So get over yourselves. You don't have to agree with us. Let's all agree to disagree, as you say, and then we'll move on to talking about goddamn Venom or Deadpool or something next week, all right?
For crying out loud, stop sucking this Cheeto's dick. Annoying reading these comments.
That cheesy flavor.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Corey, I guess he's real liberal left. It's like, he's not stupid.
The thing is, that does not bother me. That doesn't bother you. Could say, when you say something like that, it just says that you just disagree with me. And you're kind of a hypocrite, because if I'm so liberal, then for you to go out and say something like that, you're probably the opposite of me, and you've taken a stance to be so left. I mean, so right, so far right. So you taking your position, I got mine. So, yeah.
Except your position is standing up and theirs is bending over, begging for an orange dick in their ass.
Damn.
I'm sick of it, man. I'm so mad because there are people who I really like talking to, and then you see them start saying this right-wing rhetoric, and then you jokingly call them a Republican, they get offended. It's like, dude, you're talking about these Haitian hot dogs. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, I'm sorry, people. I'm going to take a stance and say something when I see somebody do something as stupid as call out a pop star throwing a tantrum because they don't like you. You didn't like that they didn't vote for you. You didn't get your way. And then I'm definitely going to call you out when you do something racist, such as, say, a whole group of people were eating people's pets when you have no basis for that at all, and people know you made it up. You think I'm gonna sit back and just say nothing?
You also have to appreciate the language that it wasn't that they're eating cats and dogs. They're eating people's pets to try to pull the heartstrings. And like, I mean, say they were. There's no strays walking around that they could just grab, and they're going to people's homes and stealing pets where there's cameras.
Ain't nobody seen. Ain't no Ring doorbell caught one Haitian running away with Fifi or anybody.
Oh, have you seen the video with the father? His child got killed by a Haitian driver. It was an accident, and he had a whole press conference where he was just like, "Listen, yes, my child was killed by this. It was an accident. I don't appreciate Matt Getz and the rest of you using this for some kind of politics. You don't even know my son."
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah,
that's terrible. That is so cold-hearted to go in and take this. And the way you just take politics so much, this urge to win. You know, that you would take a child's death and take, again, this information that has no basis. You just used it, made it up. Even J.D. Vance said today, well, we make up shit if it has to, if it affects. Did you? J.D., you think I'm joking? J.D. Vance sat up here and said, yeah, we make up things if it actually helps us. Here it is, like on Yahoo. J.D. Vance appears to tell about Haitian immigrants eating pets is made up as he loses his cool with CNN host. God. If I have to create stories so that American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's what your book was.
Yeah, everybody's like, we know.
Yeah,
it's funny because the whole town of Springfield. Don't say no Simpson shit, y'all. So the whole town of Springfield.
All right, fine.
Stop. You know, we talking. No. Yeah, sitting there, Marge and Bart getting mad. And
No, me, I haven't seen the
dog. Don't have a cow, man. Eat a cat. But even the whole town of Springfield is like, we really don't appreciate the attention that you brought in. The woman who actually this rumor came up from, she said, I feel terrible. Because she said something where she wasn't actually spreading a rumor. She was commenting on something else. And they ran with it. And she's like, why'd y'all have to do that? You know, I feel bad about it. And Springfield, there's been stories where people are like, we really don't appreciate you giving this unwanted attention to the town.
Sure.
It's not what you think it is. It's not happening. It's really ugly that you're targeting people like this. Just leave us. Yeah, y'all. I'm sorry. This stuff has gotten so hilarious in the most tragic way. This stuff has gotten so ridiculous. It's gone beyond politics. This is true pop culture ridiculousness now. You know, you can't help but, because it's sad, it's scary, but it's also, I mean, you can't help but laugh at how crazy some of this gets, even as much as you don't want to. I mean, the racism of these people eating dogs and cats and the way Martin's talking about, they ain't caught no Haitian on cameras or anything. It's like, how can you not sit up here and just be like, oh.
The scariest thing is that we used to say, like, man, life has become like Idiocracy. And we are like full on steps beyond that.
Yeah, we're past that.
I heard Terry Crews in an interview, like he was like, Hulk Hogan's doing what I did in that movie.
Yeah, yes.
What the
Yes. Yeah, that's very true.
I'm really disappointed they didn't have Terry Crews show up as the president at the DNC.
As President Camacho, that would have been awesome.
He's like, I don't want to encourage this.
Coming out with machine guns.
Well, you made it to the end of the video. That must mean you really like what we do. So if you do, check out these other videos just like this one. Check out our other YouTube channels and subscribe to join our wonderful Toasty community. And as always, stay toasty.